today. From Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City, it's the AFC Divisional Round Playoffs on EA Sports.
Now to return, this is David Johnson. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36.
First and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, first and 10. The first carry now, this is Johnson. And right away they're going to stack him up right at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. And Charles, despite this list of key inactives that we see here, they've obviously still been pretty successful.
Give everyone credit for this one, because to me, when that happens, key guys are out, the next man steps up and plays well. But that starts with the organization itself, all the way through. No excuses for guys being out. Finding guys who are capable backups who can step up and play when they need them. And we've seen the results of that. This team knows how to work through things.
A first down carry here for Johnson. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
At the 47-yard line.
Out of the gun, Watson. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, third down. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
And 4 yards.
Back to throw, Watson. This is caught, it's Cooks. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down.
Texans.
They go back to the ground with Johnson. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
And for the Texans here, you wonder just how long it's going to take to get over the loss to the Chiefs in the postseason last year. In the divisional round, the Texans had a 24-0 lead on the road. Normally you'd consider that ball game, but not when Patrick Mahomes is on the other side of the field, as those Chiefs rallied back to win one of 3 times in those playoffs where they trailed by double digits and came back to get the victory.
7. First down, Houston.
On first down, Watson. Open man, the tight end fails. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans.
And the
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
It's a gain of 9.
That was the 9th play of the drive, and they pick up 9 yards with it. From the 3, 2nd and a yard. A shotgun snap for Watson. And he's got it. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. From 3 yards out. And the Texans have taken the early lead. Forget about the storylines of being intimidated in the playoffs on the road. I mean, that was pretty clinical right there.
Yeah, they didn't treat it like it was a playoff game in January, did they?
No.
That felt much more like, hey, we're back in August, running a few drills in the practice field. They seem unaffected by what they're facing in this one.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The KC offense set to go, led as always by the gunslinger, a former MVP in this league. It's Patrick Mahomes.
And he more than did his part in the wild card win with 3 touchdown passes. Now, He's going to get a bigger test here in round 2. But his unit is in rhythm, and they're playing as well as they have all year long. I wouldn't be surprised if this defense, though, tried to get after him early with a little extra pressure. If he can handle that, he can have another big game, though.
Takes this to the 27, give him 4 yards.
7-yard line.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. They'll roll him out right. And that will be incomplete.
And 3rd down is a key down in any game you play. And 3rd down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
And boy, down a touchdown already, but they're going to line up to go for it on their side of the field. They do go for it. It's Mahomes. And this is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And it'll be a turnover on downs. So shall we say a bold decision to go for it, and that bold decision does not pay off.
And when you talk about bold, you're saying all caps?
All caps.
Yeah, without a doubt. Maybe they're telling their defense they have a lot of...
And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Will Fuller, 27 yards, and the Texans will add on to their lead.
For the extra point.
They've got to be thrilled on the road right now. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, and quickly trying to make it 14-0.
Yeah, and mentioned it already. On the road, to be able to go into someone else's house and establish a start like that, obviously your confidence rises in a big way, and you're putting some doubt in their minds.
And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
25-yard line.
Kansas City taking the field for their 2nd drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Now a throw for the All-Pro Kelsey is complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. So finally completes his first pass. Credit the defense, though. They've been showing him some different looks, keeping him off balance.
Yeah, I like the observation that you had there, because when you give him different looks and give any quarterback different looks, it takes just a little bit longer to process sometimes, and you don't throw the ball with the same confidence. You're not sure that that's where you should go with the football, and that's worked for the defense early in this game, and now he's got his first completion. Let's see if his confidence comes.
And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. On 2nd down, here's Mahomes.
That to his running back, Edwards-Helaire.
And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 36. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
They'll run for the first time with Clyde Edwards-Helaire. And he'll be taken down, as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And they'll employ the jumbo set now on 2nd and 1. Now a carry for Edwards-Helaire. And he's going to be close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Texans' 19-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. They'll run here with Edwards-Helaire. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. It's a good gain of 11, sets them up 1st and goal.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. They'll run with Edwards-Helaire. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
Helaire is a ball carrier.
Not the kind of gain that we'll go absolutely crazy for, but it's the kind of gain that you need to have when you're running back in the NFL. And Clyde Edwards-Helaire, with that low center of gravity and strength, he's going to get those tough, gritty yards for you when necessary.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Out of the shotgun, it's Bell. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Chiefs are able to get this back within a touchdown. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. And the formula there on the 2-point try, they go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
Out comes a Houston offense as they get set to take over here. Now, right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And he hits his target. It's Kenny Stills. And they're able to get this one across the 35. First catch for him in these playoffs. He was held without one last week, but he's got a first down on that effort. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Running from the gun, Johnson. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles about the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
Watson on target here to Fuller. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 37. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
On 1st and 10, Watson. He gets it left side to Johnson. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make it a second down.
At the 30.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Flush to his right, and this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
The keeper.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
I'll bet they thought they had picked that one up because it was a 3rd and 2 call, and they got awfully close. Now we're at 4th and inches. I wonder if they think they're feeling lucky here and maybe want to go pick it up.
Makes the score Texans 17.
So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
Yeah, things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
That's good.
An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
Well, normally you see 3 tight ends in a formation, you have to think to yourself, this has got to be a run, and I know as a safety, when I saw that, I took an extra step or 2 towards the line of scrimmage. Instead, they threw the ball, and he found one of those tight ends for a very nice pickup.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Rolling to his right. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. Gets this one to Hill. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
Chiefs, first down. 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Hill, the intended receiver once again, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion, and to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Mahomes. And this is caught at the 8. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. From 19 yards away. And the Chiefs are able to get this back within a touchdown.
The Chiefs.
CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the 1st quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the 2nd. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And now out comes Houston. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are in the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
Going to throw right side here. Complete. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. From the gun, here's Watson. He'll look underneath and dump it off to Duke Johnson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Will Fuller was the intended target. And it's 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. Again, it's Watson. And he locates Walker. Complete.
Complete to delay.
They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
And the Texans first.
Quick hitter here. It's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So it's on to halftime in this AFC. All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime.
17. Chiefs 16.
Win or go home. That's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10. At their own 29-yard line.
Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Second half starts with a run by Edwards-Helaire. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. The tackle that time by Zach Cunningham.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
On 2nd and 7, Mahomes. Open man is Hill. He's got it. Oh, now it's free. Hill fumbled it. And the Texans scoop it. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
They'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. Here's Edwards-Helaire. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first. Good push up front and that run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they were able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for their running back to roam.
Mahomes now on first down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill that time. That'll bring up second down.
It leads to
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Now Edwards-Helaire, and he'll get 3 down at the 34-yard line.
the ball carrier.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
And 7.
So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And that one goes incomplete on the drop. That's one he definitely normally catches. 4th down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And he'll look underneath here for Edwards-Helaire. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Chiefs tried it, but they're turned away on 4th down. And this Texans defense stands tall. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10, right at the 30. And now the throw going to Fuller, and he's got it. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. It's 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
Watson to give. This is Johnson.
And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5.
A loss of a yard on the play. And it's 3rd down.
From the gun on 3rd, Watson. He's got his target. It's Cobb. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That gain on 3rd down, good for 28.
1st down.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Watson gets one into the hands of Cobb.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a 1st down.
Houston.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Now this one complete on the slant route. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
And the Texans.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
Brought down.
Not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
From the gun on 3rd down, Watson. And this will be a touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Texans will extend their lead.
Fairbairn.
I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point. but his legs that finish the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and the lead is up to 8. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And this will make it into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
And now here comes Kansas City. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 23.
He'll throw from the gun.
Sliding out of the pocket. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. He was looking for Tyreek Hill that time, but it'll be 2nd down.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. 20, 10, and all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 77 yards. And the Chiefs are a 2-point conversion away from tying this thing up. That's a tough combination to defend. You know Patrick Mahomes has the big arm, and he's got the elusiveness and the speed. So even though you force him from the pocket, he's still dangerous.
Bad idea, in my opinion, to force him from the pocket. Do everything possible to hem him in and make him make the throws from right there in the center of it. And look, we know he's got the big arm. You just noted that. But when he gets outside, it puts so much stress on your defense trying to locate where receivers are, make sure you're covering them, and he can throw the ball the length of the field. So you just tell a receiver, just keep going. He'll find it, and he did there.
The Texans take over 1st and 10.
Deshaun Watson and the Texans offense trot back out there. How do you think he personally is evaluating his game so far? He was pretty good in the first half, been good so far here in the 3rd quarter. He's got to like it, right?
Not looking for the dramatics here. Not trying to set the world on fire in terms of stats. It's almost like you're driving. Hands at 10 and 2, alert for anything out there, watching for trouble on the road, and making sure you get the team home.
The bus driver. See if he can drive the bus here again on this drive. On 1st down, it's Watson. And he's got his man on the out route. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. One quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
2nd and 12 at the 28-yard line.
On 2nd and 12, Watson. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Chris Jones breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7. Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans. A shotgun snap for Watson. Throw left side complete. That's Johnson. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
The kick by Fairbairn is good. And it's now 3-0 Texans.
27.
So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former pro, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
And here here now, the offense heading back out there. And several days ago, you and I talked with a couple of the guys in the meetings about how big is home field advantage. And they kind of downplayed it a bit, but I think we're seeing here today, building up this lead, looks like they're going to win. Why home field advantage in the divisional round so important?
Yeah, they may have downplayed it, but we could also sense it was important to them because nothing has to change. You don't have to uproot anything. Sometimes when you're going on the road, you may have to even leave earlier in order to get acclimated if it's going to be a tough environment against the team you're going to play. So being at home was a big deal, but now they know, at least they feel like it, they're moving on to the championship round. There's got to be no better feeling. They'll get that 24-hour rule in. Enjoy that before they look forward to the next opponent.
Second and 5 now. Mahomes. And, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
Tyreek Hill, incomplete. Brings up 3rd and 5.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Flushed out right. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Mecole Hardman. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Chiefs are going to jump back in front.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His 2nd touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. So they elect to pass there on the 2-point try. Sometimes could prove risky. There it worked out.
Yeah, and I love how you bring up that it can prove risky, because if you get it intercepted and they return it, that's 2 points for the defense, but not on that play.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
They're on 25-yard line.
Houston set to take over, and this could be the defining moment of their season, all hyperbole aside. You're trailing here in the 4th quarter, the divisional round, and they need to come up with something as they get this drive started.
On 1st down, Watson. Screen play, Johnson. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Watson. And he'll hit his tight end, Walker. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, but when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 48-yard line. Now it's Watson. Now they go screen. It's complete. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. The loss of 3 on that 1st down pass play. Now 2nd and 13. Meanwhile, this one knocked down in the backfield. It's incomplete. He was looking that time for Stills, and now it's 3rd down. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Watson now to throw. He finds his target, Fuller. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. To the air yet again, Watson. He gets it left side to Johnson. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Houston.
From the red zone now, Watson. Oh, no, he lost the football. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end.
Watson's pass.
They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. Watson. And complete to the tight end Walker, right side. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. He got out of bounds. That's a good thing, but still short of the 1st.
And now, since this brings up 4th down, the defensive play caller, grab your nerves, because now you don't want to be so amped up that you give them a 1st down by getting out of your lanes, but you also don't want to just lay back and let them have it easily. Less than 2 minutes ago in the game, which means that this challenge was initiated by the fellas in New York.
And if you're the coach, you're thinking, thank you, New York. And he gets the 1st down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Now it's Watson. This is caught. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. From 6 yards away. And the Texans have once again taken the lead. So now an extra point doesn't help much. They'll try to go for 2 to make the difference a field goal, and they can lead it by 3. They'll try and run for it with Johnson. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. And he will not get there. He comes up short.
33.
And they're unable to push this lead to a field goal as it'll remain a 1-point game. Here's Mecole Hardman. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 31.
Patrick Mahomes in the offense. Down by 1. 1:07 remaining. They've got the crowd behind them, and they need only a field goal to survive and advance to these playoffs. He'll buy some time right. That one complete to Hill. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. The Chiefs now going to use the 1st of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. He's back to throw. Flush to his right. Open man is Hill. He's got it. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow. I know it's a never say never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but not. You got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
Now Mahomes to the line as the Chiefs are going to go for the 2-point try. Back to throw, Mahomes, and he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on on to their fourth quarter lead. So they go with a pass there on the two-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their two-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have two-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
The Texans offense now, they get set to head back on the field here. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Bashaud Breeland.
Watson's pass intercepted. The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. They'll run. It's Edwards-Helaire. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. And to give this time to the tailback. And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining. A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. To throw is Mahomes. And it's complete to Kelsey. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Mahomes to throw. They'll roll him out right. That's going to be caught. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. The Chiefs going to play on another week as we say so long, everybody. So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the